Criticise the man for the policy proposals that his activism calls for. But there's something fundamentally unconservative about falling into the trap of attacks on aspiration and success. The politics of envy shouldn't be a battle that we engage in. Leave that to the class warfare elements of the Labour Party. Hello and welcome to Reasoned UK with me, Darren Grimes. The Mail on Sunday revealed at the weekend that the campaigning football star Marcus Rashford has bought 5 luxury homes worth at least £2 million. The paper raged at the footballing megastar for daring to buy investments believed to be used as buy-to-let properties. For his campaigns around child food, he was recognised as a member of the Order of the British Empire earlier this year, so it's quite brave of the Mail on Sunday to attack him for this supposed hypocrisy. And look, the Mail on Sunday have an absolute right in any country with a free press to look into the man behind a campaign that's asking the taxpayer to stump up millions on free school meals, when it's often argued that between Rashford's lucrative commercial contracts and other footballer mates could likely stump up the cash themselves. And personally, folks, I'm not really interested in those arguments. I'm interested in asking where we draw the line. Where does the state step in and play the role of the parent? There needs to be a discussion on where that actually ends up going too far and denying people of their personal responsibility and the role of the parent. There's also many, my family included. I was brought up in a single parent household, and I think many of my family, first-time Conservative voters, will take great exception to someone with the same financial means as they had, which were incredibly limited, now having the child fed by the taxpayer all year round. It denies parents of their agency and their responsibilities. And ultimately, Marcus has raised an issue and a debate in a way in which I think precious few campaigners ever could. I think he should be praised for that. This is a working class lad that's worked hard since he was a bairn to make something of his life. And he's one of the best footballers this country has today. I don't see anything wrong with him spending some of his money on investing in the future of him and his family. It's sensible and it's fundamentally a conservative thing to do, to invest in your future, to ensure you won't be beholden on the state or anybody else, to aspire to give you and your kids more than you had when you were growing up. By all accounts, that's exactly what Marcus has done. He's someone that didn't start off in life with an awful lot. Now, some might say he's buying buy-to-let properties and scold him for that. The fact of the matter is that it's unaffordable for many to buy property, so they need to rent these sorts of properties. This is what we've all been saying. We need to get serious on house building so people can, who don't have Marcus Rashford's bank balance, afford to actually buy a house. Because whilst there won't be, many of us as comfortable off as Rashford is, if you can't access the opportunity to buy capital, why would you be in favour of capitalism? And it's right, I think, that Rashford as a public figure can be criticised for demands he makes on the taxpayer. But put that to one side. Criticise the man for the policy proposals that his activism calls for. But there's something fundamentally unconservative about falling into the trap of attacks on aspiration and success. The politics of envy shouldn't be a battle that we engage in. Leave that to the class warfare elements of the Labour Party. I'm Darren Grimes for Reasoned UK. Let us know what you think about Marcus Rashford in the comments. Hypocrite or hero?